Let a and b be whole numbers. The difference, which we write a minus b, is the unique whole number c such that a is equal to b plus c. And what I mean by that is that a minus b is equal to c if and only if I can rewrite this as a is equal to b plus c. So the first number, the a, is called the minuend. The number doing the subtraction is the b, the subtrahend. And c is the difference of a and b. Subtracting whole numbers is the inverse operation of adding whole numbers. So every subtraction can become an addition, every addition can become a subtraction. With subtraction, instead of adding two numbers to get a sum, you're removing one number from another to get a difference. For this lesson, we will start by considering three models for subtraction. Young children don't need to know the names of these models. They will simply and naturally use all three on their own. However, the teacher should be clear in what all three of these concepts are and all these situations that are included in subtraction, since they work with children more effectively when they are familiar with the various concepts of subtraction and can quickly identify what the child is thinking. The takeaway model is taught most often, but the other two ways to conceptualize subtraction are as equally important and useful. So the takeaway method. The idea about takeaway method is to take away some objects from a group of objects. So a typical question for the takeaway method is like, Dan has 6 pet fish, 2 of them died, how many are left? So we start with 6, we cross out 2 of them, we're left with 4. Another example, Joel has 10 cookies, he gives 3 of his cookies to his little sister. How many cookies does Joel have left? To answer, the student uses subtraction. 10 minus 3. The missing Addend model is basically where you start with, you have a and b be whole numbers such that a is at least b. The difference of a and b, which we write a minus b, is the whole number such that b plus something is a. So what can you add to b to get to a? And that's going to be b minus or a minus b. The idea about the missing Addend method is to find how much or how many objects are in one part of the group when you know how much or how many are in the whole group and the other part. So a typical question for the missing Addend method would be something like, Reese needs 6 stamps for her letters. She finds 2 in the drawer. How many more does she need? So she has 2. She needs 4 more. That would be the missing Addend method. Another example, Sarah has saved $15. She needs $22 to buy a blouse she noticed last week. How much more money does she need to buy the blouse? So again, to answer this question, we use subtraction. $22 minus $15. Or in the missing Addend method, it's $15 plus what is equal to 22. Addition facts can be used to show the missing Addend method. So if you know that 3 plus 4 is 7, we can go like 4 plus what is 7? 3 plus what is 7? We can, or any other facts you want. You can use the addition facts table to help reinforce the missing Addend method. The third method is comparison method. The idea about the comparison method is to line up 2 groups and find out how many more group objects are in one group than the other. So, typical question for the comparison method is that Maria has 6 cuddly kittens and Pete has 2. How many more kittens does Maria have than Pete? So if you line them up, you can see that 2 of them match up, and then Maria has 4 more beyond that. Another example, Roger has read 9 books this week. His friend Jake has read 6 books this week. How many more books has Roger read than Jake? So the answer, we would do subtraction, 9 minus 6. Comparison method can also be used for measurements. For example, Sue has 2 worms. One is about 10 centimeters long and the other is about 4 centimeters long. How much longer is the larger worm? So from here, 10, basically that's 10 minus 4. All right, so let's try to identify the method of subtraction that best fits each problem. Mary got 43 pieces of candy trick-or-treating on Halloween. Karen got 36 pieces. How many more pieces of candy does Mary have than Karen? So in this case, this would be a comparison. Mary gave 20 pieces of her 43 pieces of candy to her sick brother John. How many pieces of candy does Mary have left? So this would be a takeaway.